I'm turning into a morning person a little bit more every time. But if there's a 4 in the clock in the morning, I don't think that's for me, and I don't think that should be something for anyone, to be honest. Honestly, when I woke up, I was like wide awake the second I woke up, and that usually doesn't happen, to be honest. And I think that's also because I just knew I had to get up right away. So Job was driving me to the train station because there isn't any bus that goes that early. We drive there and we're like, oh, let's just check the train and see if it's still going. Like, you never know. And like 10 minutes before the train is still going, so we're like, okay, that's good. I step into the train at 5:30 in the morning, and as soon as we get in, the people from like the train company, they walk in and they're like, this train is not going any further. And I was like, what am I supposed to do now? Because the next train was also cancelled, and even if it wasn't, that wasn't any help to me because I would have missed the rocycle class anyways. You have to pay if you miss the class, and I obviously didn't want to pay, because the whole reason I tried the rocycle class is because I got this free class pass membership for 4 weeks, and I booked a rocycle class for Tuesday because I was supposed to work on Tuesday, but then on Monday night we switched from Tuesday to Wednesday, which was fine, but that meant I had to pay the cancellation fee. So if I would miss the class now, I would have to pay again, and then I'd pay like 25 euros and don't have any class at all. I was standing there at 5:30 in the morning. I was like, I don't know what to do. So I called Job because he was obviously driving me, so he was driving back home. And he only saw my calls and texts when he got home. So he sees my text and he immediately goes, I'm driving you to Utrecht. Like, he instantly went, I don't care what you think, I'm driving you. And I was like, that's so sweet. And I made it just in time for the 7 AM rocycle class, and honestly, it was really hard. I wasn't expecting it to be easy because I've heard people say that it's quite hard, but it actually really was hard. Like, it's pretty hard to follow if you're there for the first time, but I asked the woman next to me for a little bit of help and she was really sweet. But I do think if you actually know what to do and if you're like actually able to follow everything and everything like that, it is really fun, to be honest. I liked it, and it's a bit different than like running and handball. So I feel like if I could do this like a couple of times in a month, that should be really fun. And they have really good facilities for like showers and stuff, so I can just shower, get a coffee, and then go to work. So yeah, I really did enjoy it. And at first, for like the most part of the day, I was like fine with the waking up so early, but then it got to like 2 PM and I was like, oh my god, I'm so tired. So I'm really tired now, and I actually forgot to take my book with me this morning, so I'm gonna make up for that by reading a little bit in bed now while Job is heating up dinner. I'm gonna watch some YouTube videos and I'll probably read a little bit because I usually read quite a lot when I'm like traveling. I say traveling, but I mean like the train to work, because the train's like 15 minutes or something. So that's my plan for tonight. I specifically planned this that I literally did not have anything left to do when I got home, and we also stopped by the supermarket on the way back to get some chocolate, so I'm just gonna watch some vlog and probably go to bed early. So yeah, that's the plan. I just made a matcha, and this week my mornings have just been so productive but also super calm. Apart from yesterday, I was reading every morning, so that's also something that I really want to do now. I don't have a lot of time today, so I can only read for like 10 minutes I think, but I feel like it's just a much calmer start of my day, which I feel like is really helping with not being super stressed. Maybe. I just made myself a warm matcha with coconut milk, and I used to be such a coconut hater. That sounds so dramatic, but I really did not like the taste of coconut, and I still don't really enjoy the taste because when you order like a yogurt bowl or an acai bowl, a lot of the time there's like coconut flakes on top, which I don't like. But I heard so many things that matcha goes really well with coconut milk, so I tried it and I actually really liked the iced matcha with coconut milk. So now I got this very specific specific coconut milk for my matchas like at home, and I've been really loving it with the iced matchas. And now I made a warm one. I don't know if the coconut milk is gonna be nice with a warm matcha, but this morning really calls for a warm matcha. So I'm gonna drink this and read a little bit in my book, and then I need to go to work. Yeah, I've just been focusing on the mornings this week, which has been really nice, and I've been trying to drink more matcha in the morning instead of coffee. I don't really notice any difference, but I've been really enjoying the taste of matcha. So we're gonna try the coconut milk. It is good, but I prefer the coconut milk with the iced matcha. And then I guess I'll stick to a different milk for the warm ones. But I think I've said this recently, that I have heard and read so many things that oat milk is just not super good for you because of like, I don't know exactly what's in there that's not good, but I've heard so many things about it. So I've been trying to drink oat milk a little bit less, but I really do like it with a warm matcha. So I think I'm gonna try actually and make a warm matcha tomorrow with soy milk. I don't know if that's gonna be good because I'm not really used to the soy milk yet, because I feel like the flavor is like really present. I don't really taste the milk, and maybe people have that with oat milk because I don't have it with oat milk because I really like the taste. But yeah, that's my yapping about milk. I have a pretty busy work day today actually, and yesterday I had such a good night's sleep. I haven't slept this well in weeks. It's actually ridiculous. I watched some YouTube and then I was reading for a little bit, and then I just fell asleep on the couch, and you woke me up and he was like, we should probably go to bed. And I was like, yeah. Then we ended up going to bed at 9 p.m. I think it was like 8:45, and I fell asleep. And I woke up this morning at like 6:15, and I didn't wake up like a single time this night. And lately I've just been like waking up a couple of times every night. Like at like 3 a.m. I would wake up and I'd have to go to the bathroom or something. Or I would just wake up and like continue sleeping. But I would wake up. And last night I didn't wake up a single time, which was honestly so nice. So yeah, I'm gonna read for like 10 minutes and then I'll cycle to work. And I'm actually really enjoying this matcha because I have a new matcha whisk. The other one kind of broke down, as far as a matcha whisk can break down, but it was just really bad, and my matcha had like really big clumps in it even though I was sifting it. So now I have a new whisk and it's actually really creamy again, so I'm very much enjoying it. Started a new journal, and I made a little autumn mood board in it. It's this pink one, and at first I didn't want to start a new journal because I really need to be less of a perfectionist with journaling. Earlier this year I wanted to start journaling and I got two, and I kind of started in one of them, but I honestly never really continued with it. And now I had a couple of ideas and I really wanted to start fresh. So I made my mood board in this new journal that I'm really excited about, and now I need to actually stick to journaling and not let my perfectionism get in the way of that. So I also got a new pen, like a fine liner, which I'm also really excited about. Like, it's just a pen, but I feel like this is gonna make a difference. So basically the mood board that I made is very simple. I just got some pictures of Pinterest. As you can tell, the vibes are just very calm and peaceful, and that's just kind of the feeling that this autumn is giving me. And autumn is honestly one of my favorite seasons, so I'm very excited. We have a lot of pictures with coffee and just walking around and reading and baking, and just everything like that is really something that I want to do in the the autumn season. I have to really get into the swing of this because I've never really journaled before and I just don't stick to it. But the same with reading, I have to find something that works for me, and I feel like doing it in the mornings will sometimes help, but I really need to find like a specific moment that I can do this on, because if I'm busy I'm gonna skip it like right away. So I really need to find like a way of doing this, but I also don't want to be too strict about it. Like I don't have like a rule now that I have to journal every day. I want to do it just like a couple of times a week or something, and I'll just see how it goes. So it's a Saturday today and I just want to have a very cozy October weekend at home. So I'm gonna get some groceries, and I think later this afternoon I'm just gonna make the house very cozy with some candles and just cozy lighting. And then I really want to attempt and bake some cookies. I've actually never really baked cookies before. I don't know why, but I really want to bake some cookies today and just have a very cozy movie night tonight. Yeah, I'm really excited. It's just gonna be a very cozy day.